There's a specific kind of discomfort that shows up when something good stays. Not when it arrives, when it stays. I used to think receiving meant the moment something showed up. The job offer, the kind person, the opportunity, the calm. But receiving isn't the arrival. It's what happens after, when the thing doesn't leave. When you wake up the next day and it's still there, that's when I'd start to feel it. This low-level guilt, like I didn't earn it, like I should be doing more to deserve it. Or this quiet panic, like it's too good, like something's about to correct itself. And without even realizing it, I'd start making myself smaller. I'd downplay the good thing. I'd find reasons it wasn't that big of a deal. I'd brace for it to be taken away. Or worse, I'd unconsciously create the conditions for it to leave. Not because I didn't want it, but because holding it felt unfamiliar. For a long time, I thought this was humility, that I was just being realistic, that I was protecting myself from disappointment. But what I was actually doing was rejecting what had already arrived, because my system didn't believe I could hold it without something going wrong. I started noticing the patterns. If someone was consistently kind to me, I'd wait for them to get tired of me. If things were going well at work, I'd assume I was about to be found out. If I had a stretch of peace, I'd feel guilty for not being more productive. It wasn't about the external thing. It was about what happened inside me when the external thing didn't collapse. That's when the guilt and panic would show up. Because my body had learned that good things don't last. So when they did last, it felt wrong. Like I was breaking some unspoken rule. Like I was taking up too much space. Like I needed to shrink back down to what felt familiar. This is one of the quietest forms of self-sabotage. It's not dramatic. It's not a big decision. It's just a slow, almost imperceptible pulling away from what you actually want. And the hardest part is, it feels like you're being responsible, like you're being careful, like you're managing expectations. But what you're actually doing is teaching your system that good things aren't safe to hold, that receiving comes with a cost, that you have to apologize for taking up space. I didn't know how to stop doing this until I realized what was actually happening. I wasn't protecting myself. I was rejecting myself. I was treating my own presence, my own receiving, like something that needed to be justified. And that's not humility. That's not realism. That's fear. Fear that if I let myself have this, something will go wrong. Fear that if I stop apologizing for existing, I'll be too much. Fear that receiving without guilt means I'm doing something wrong. But receiving without guilt isn't arrogance. It's not entitlement. It's just presence. It's letting yourself be here when something good is here, without the running commentary, without the apology, without the quiet panic waiting in the background. It's trusting that you're allowed to hold this, that it's not a mistake, that it doesn't need to be earned or justified or defended. It's already here, and you're allowed to let it stay. If you've ever felt guilty when things were going well, if you've ever downplayed something good because it felt safer than celebrating it, if you've ever felt like you had to shrink yourself to make room for what you wanted, you're not being humble. You're protecting yourself from something that isn't actually a threat. You don't need to apologize for receiving. You don't need to justify your presence. You're allowed to be here when good things are here. Without the guilt, without the panic, just here, letting it stay. This is Afro Sage.